Today we're touring around the fully redesigned 2023 Honda HR-V. This is the sport trim in platinum white pearl. Now this redesign resembles the Ford Escape to me in a lot of ways. It does share the same platform as the Honda Civic, making it Honda's smallest SUV, also the most affordable. It is just a little bit bigger than last year and has a little bit more power. There's a new 2-liter naturally aspirated engine under the hood paired with a CVT transmission. That's going to give you 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque. I really wish that they would add a turbo engine to this lineup. Like just add another powertrain, give it a little bit more power. It is going to up the price tag a little bit, but at least you have the option. All-wheel drive is available on all three trims, but not standard. So we have a front-wheel drive here. That's gonna get you 26 miles to the gallon in the city and up to 32 on the highway. So let's talk about this redesign, especially compared to last year. I feel like your lines, your headlights, they're a lot flatter and everything's a little bit more blunt, which I love. These are also auto high beam LED headlights. And this grille is an exclusive to the sport trim. I also like that it's now like undisrupted. Before the plate kind of covered it. Now it does not. You also have like a much different lip here that swoops around. Also, no more fog lights on the sport trim. And then moving around the side on the sport trim, you will get 18-inch gloss black wheels. You'll also get gloss black side mirrors on the LX and the EXL that will be body colored. And like I said, it's just a little bit bigger, meaning it's just like a couple inches longer, so you're gonna have a little bit more leg room, but that did change the overall shape of the car. This used to be a lot more like pinched and like sloped, so everything's a little bit like more blunt looking. And then moving around the back, you'll get a gloss black spoiler that blends in really nicely with the rear glass. That's also a sport trim exclusive. Some other things, the taillights lost a lot of weight. They're a lot slimmer. They changed the font of the badging and it looks so clean. I really love that. Also, the reflectors are like minimal. They're not overdone. That is a huge plus. You also will have a chrome tipped exhaust on the sport trim as well. Looking in the cargo space, you have this interesting cargo cover. You might be able to see me through it, but I guess I will say that you can stow it away very easily or something. You do have a good amount of cargo space back here. It's a 60-40 split folding seat. Behind the second row, you will have 24.5 cubic feet of space. And then with this second row down, you will get up to 55 cubic feet of space. And you also have some little hidden storage underneath here. And you also have your spare tire under here, so you do not have to work with a fix-a-flat. The back seat is pretty simple, even in this sport trim. You will get almost 38 inches of leg room in the rear seat. With this seat is adjusted all the way forward. This seat right here is adjusted all the way back, so you can see you get a decent amount of leg room. One thing that has changed is there used to be a cup holder down here, and that has been replaced with this. And there's also no cup holders in the center, so that means your only two cup holders are the water bottle holders in your door. There's also no AC vents anywhere in the back seat, but it's a relatively compact SUV, so I'm feeling the AC coming from the front, but it would be nice to have my own vents back here. I also like the LED lights. You just touch it. It's a little boop. That's fun. You just give it a boop. Oh, and they replaced the headrests. They used to look like, you know, the clone droids from Star Wars. That's what they remind me of. They were like that style headrest. and they replace them with ones that are like a lot more comfortable. On the Sport trim, you do have a remote start on your key fob. You just lock it and then press and hold it, and it turns your car on. Now that we're sitting in the driver's seat, the first thing you're gonna touch is your steering wheel. And I think that the 2022 steering wheel is the photo that your friend would tag you in that you didn't look so good in, and the 23 steering wheel is the photo that you would post because you look bomb, because it's a lot more less bulky, it's a lot more organized. In fact, you might recognize it straight out of the Civic. Along with that, you'll notice that the dash looks very similar too, a lot like the Civic with this honeycomb grille. Now, I want to take the grille out and dump it in soapy water and then blow bubbles. Also, this tablet style infotainment system is now elevated up out of the dash. I really liked last year's infotainment system. It's 7 inches in the Sport, by the way, but last year's was integrated into the dash and curved just a little bit. That's my preference, but this is great too. You also get an extra tuning knob, which I love, and it's satisfying. It clicks in there, right? You also have pressable buttons, so there's no haptic touch, which I know most people don't prefer. Another little update is with your climate controls. You have 3 knobs now, and same thing as the new tuning knob. They all click and are very satisfying, and you have this really nice anti-glare display. You also have your heated seat function here, which is available or standard on the Sport trim. A few other things that have changed. Your cup holders are now in front of your gear shift, as opposed to back here, right where your elbows would want to go. That removed a lot of the surface space of your armrest. So now you can actually fit 2 elbows on here. This is a big positive change. I love this. It also makes it just so much easier to reach your drink. You're not doing some awkward, let me get my drink back here. It's great. You also have this little storage pocket under here that you could put your phone, or my sunglasses fit there. This is kind of sort of moved. It was under here last year. You also have 2 USB charging ports down there, also making it perfect. You could charge and then set your phone right there. It's very nice. Okie dokie, let us know what you think of all of these updates in the comments below, and a big shout out to Salinas Honda for hooking it up with this HRV. See you later.